Hey, it's Bri. I was supposed to be getting unready with you guys and telling you what just happened, but then my noodles got ready, so I guess this is a mukbang. Supposedly, I know that I quit YouTube, okay? I'm not addressing that. I'm over it. You're over it. We're happy to be doing YouTube. That's what we'll focus on. So basically, I am back in the house and I just went to go hang out with this SoundCloud rapper. Girl, before I even go into this, I want to say that I'm mature to realize if I'm just not somebody's cup of tea, I'm not gonna bash somebody and I'm not gonna be like, oh, he was this and he was that because we didn't vibe. Sometimes you just gotta be grown and be like, okay, he respected me. He wasn't calling me no bitches. He wasn't being rude. He didn't call me ugly. So it's but at the end of the day, he was boring. I was really bored. I'm telling you, I'm at a point where I feel like I'm trying to force this rapper shit. Only the A-list rappers that I have met in person, the Tyler the Creators, the ASAP Rockies, only their personalities really aligned with mine, you know what I'm saying? I think bro was just extremely high. I think that I was also extremely high. I'm still high. I'm sitting up here eating instant ramen on YouTube in the middle of the night, the day before my birthday. That's how you know this YouTube shit is just it's so natural. Anyway, these SoundCloud rappers, these other rappers, where the fuck is the personality? Why are you so boring? Why do I have to carry the conversation? Why are you guys so fucking boring, bro? We was watching The Blacklist, y'all, and look, I like The Blacklist, but it's when your roommate comes home and then you just leave me upstairs. That's not the show that I just want to be mindlessly watching. Girl, and look, this is another reason why I wanted to turn on the camera. So it's it was already kind of what are we doing? I bought these backwoods and something was telling me this fool is broke. First of all, he lived in the valley, bitch, in the valley. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to rag on this person. I'm just speaking of my experience, okay? Because I really don't want nobody thinking that I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not. I'm just sharing my experience and why I feel irritated to the point that I'm recording. So this fool lived deep in the valley, which means he lived 40 minutes from me, which was ridiculous. I drove 40 minutes to be bored, to be left upstairs. I think that's why I'm complaining. I think that's why I'm complaining. Bitch, it's not me. And you know what? I was literally laughing about this in the car when I was driving home because I was what the fuck? Honestly, I don't feel telling my friends. I feel focusing on my channel and just, not necessarily what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? But just okay, this is my life. This is what happened, and that's why I'm choosing to tell you guys, because when I was driving home, I was just why am I trying to blame myself for why this person was boring? First of all, I'm all over the place. Let me really go in order so you guys can understand why we're having this conversation the night before my birthday. Why I got cute and wasted it, bitch. If I have fun with this guy, I wouldn't have no problem coming home, wig, face, it would have been worth it. This is a waste to me and I'm just irritated. On top of the fact that he lived 40 minutes away. So it's first of all, I think this is a rant about why do I fuck with rappers? Why am I even trying to entertain that lifestyle, that persona? Seriously, they're lame. Their personality types are just so undesirable to be around. They come in so many different kinds of boring, and I get it. You guys, they're fucked up all day. I get it. I relate. I'm a YouTuber. I don't have a job. What do you guys think I'm doing when I'm editing my videos? I'm smoking weed and drinking mimosas. Come on, you guys. I told this guy when I pulled up, it's the red flags. Every time I want to tell you guys about one red flag, I think about 3 other red flags, but it's okay because I don't look stupid and I don't feel like I was a clown, okay? I DM'd this guy He got verified on Instagram today. And I was like, okay, but we were supposed to kick it before Christmas. Like, you owe me. So we ended up doing like a spontaneous link up. And he tells me, oh, like, do you want to come to my friend's house? Like, I don't have my own spot yet. Let me tell you something. This is LA. Nobody lives by themselves, really. Like, if you live by yourself, kudos, bitch, you made it. If you live by yourself in like downtown Santa Monica, like Hollywood, like West Hollywood, kudos, dude. You're doing solid. You're doing good. This dude was like staying with a friend like deep in the valley, like 40 minutes from my house. And I definitely had to bring that up because I just feel like the valley's weird. People in the valley are weird. I just have a vendetta against the valley. I always have. I don't know. I kind of thought he would be a little more entertaining because he's like a Twitter guy, you know, but I guess he's not a Twitter comedian. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I was expecting. He tells me like he has a roommate. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I know it's LA. It's like, whatever. It's like when he told me Sherman Oaks, I wasn't irritated until I actually started driving. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why does this person live this deep in the valley? So there's that. And then I stopped to get gas, and then he's like, can you get backwoods? And it's like, what's up with these rappers? Like, dude, are you gonna pay me back? But something told me like, you know what, don't even ask that. Because you know what I thought I was gonna get there and I was getting backwoods for like a group setting. No, I got backwoods for him. So I basically just bought that guy a pack of backwoods for no reason. I only smoked one. And then I don't even twist backwoods, as you guys know. Like, me asking, oh, can I have like some of the backwoods? That would have been so fucking petty. Like, because I don't even twist up backwoods. Like, and on top of that, I told him that I didn't twist them up. So that just would have been like negative. But to be like honest with you guys, this has nothing to do with like, oh, I have a roommate, oh, I live in the valley. This is totally, completely unrelated. When he told me to buy those backwoods, I was like, he's broke. Like, I don't know why I felt like that, but I was just like, Don't get me wrong. I've bought blunts for bigger rappers. Like, I've done store runs for Chief Keef before, but it's like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. I don't want to be the girl that brings the blunts and then we just smoke. Like, that's so stupid to me, especially if you can't even hold a conversation. So it's like, I don't know, maybe one of my ancestors just whispered in my ear like, he's broke. I don't even know if this makes sense because, dude, like, I'm not judging him off where he lives, and I'm not judging him off like if he could buy $13 backwoods, bitch. They was $13. I think that irritated me too. Like, I paid $13 for a 5-pack of backwoods and I only smoked one. And then as soon as your roommate came, like, you left me to go talk to him. So it's like, chivalry is clearly dead. Like, I think that nigga literally went down there and ate, hit the blunt, because he came back up with like a bowl of weed that I literally thought was popcorn when he left me upstairs. I was so unbothered. Like, I really didn't care. And then it's like, so he was pretty boring, like, conversation wise, to me at least. Like, when I meet people, I like to be myself with them so we can vibe. Maybe this person is not like that. Why do I have to carry the conversations on my back? What did I come there for? Why did you leave me upstairs for half an episode of fucking Blacklist, bitch? And then I was thinking about this when I was driving home. Why did he ask me, oh, do you have kids? I was like, no, like, no. And then there was like a pause, and I'm like, do you have kids? Because usually, like, when I react like that, when guys ask me if I have kids and they go quiet, I'm like, you're a dad. At the end of spending time with this guy, after leaving me upstairs, he tells me he has a 4-month-old child. I was literally driving home and I was thinking to myself, like, that man was trying to fucking repel me. Like, that man was like, stay the fuck away from me. Like, never contact me again. What the fuck do you mean? You have a baby, and on top of that, it's 4 fucking months. And then I was connecting the dots too when I was driving, and I'm like, he comes back upstairs and he goes, oh, I forgot I have a meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow. And then like 30 seconds goes by, and then that's when he asks, do you have a kid? And believe you me, I had already made up my mind, like, okay, when he come back upstairs, like, I'm gonna ask him to take me outside. But like, when he came back upstairs and I saw that weed, and I'm like, do I really just want to sit here like a stupid bitch and wait for him to twist up another backwood when I already have my own fucking weed. I could just take my ass home. Here I am. So honestly, I'm kind of irritated with myself. I use weave glue. I've been using weave glue, but that's the first time this shit has hurt. Oh, that's enough tea. But I'm really happy that, like, I'm smart enough to be like, there's nothing wrong with me, there's nothing wrong with him. Like, it was just a weird encounter, you know. Nobody has to be a bad person because it was just like a weird encounter. I really love that for me, because I tend to be a very bitter bitch. Like, some of the shit he said, I would have connected the dots and just been like, why did nigga waste my time? Girl, I know me. Girl, I need to sedate myself from the experience that I just had, and then the 40-minute drive of shame. I was like, bitch, I can't even get no play. Like, I couldn't even get no play. I couldn't get no conversation. If you're not gonna give me no conversation, at least give me some play. Ugh, whatever.